Okay, this is an futures example, and you make an agreement in January, and based on this agreement, you buy in maturity month, which is in this case April. Since you agreed to buy at $600 per ounce, if price of gold in April goes up to $615 per ounce, you make profit. You make profit $15 per ounce, but you made an agreement in January to buy 100 ounce, so your profit is going to be $1,500, right? Suppose in April, instead of the price of gold going up, say price of gold going down, say 585 per ounce, then you lose, right? Whether it is good or bad for you, once in futures contract, once you make an agreement, you're obligated to do whatever you made an agreement for. Okay, so if price of gold goes down to 585, then you lose $15 per ounce, and your total loss is going to be $1,500. An OTC market is an important alternative to exchange. What is OTC market? It's a telephone and computer linked network of dealer where you don't have to see each other. And these OTC trades are usually between financial institutions, corporate treasurers, and fund manager. Forward contracts are traded on OTC. Now remember, futures contracts are very similar to forward contract, but futures contracts are traded on exchange, whereas forward contracts are traded on OTC. And do not underestimate OTC, because the size of OTC, this is the size of OTC, this is the size of exchange market. Now which one is bigger? The size of OTC is a lot bigger. Okay, like I said, forward contracts are similar to futures contract, except they are traded on OTC. And forward contracts are very popular on currencies and interest rate. Here, currencies and interest rates are underlying asset. When underlying assets are currency and interest rate, we tend to see more forward contract. Although we do observe currency futures and interest rate futures. Here is an example of currency forward contract. This is foreign exchange quote for British pound. This is spot price, forward price, but depending on your maturity month, could be 1 month forward or 3 months forward and 6 months forward. And bid price and offer price is from dealers standpoint. When dealers buy, dealer, he or she could buy at this price. When dealers sell, dealer is going to sell at this price. In the case of forward, it's going to be dealer's buying price or dealer's selling price. Note that forward price is going to be higher than the spot price. Okay, that's going to be the case for offered price. Now options, what is option? Option is a choice and the right. There are two main types of option. One is call and the other is put. Call gives you as a buyer the right to buy an underlying asset, whereas put gives you as a buyer the right to sell an underlying asset. Okay, we're going to talk a lot about this call and put later on. The key difference in between option and future forward and swap is that option gives you as a buyer the right, whereas future forward swap gives you as a buyer the obligation. Okay, so option is a different type of derivative, different from future forward and swap. In a sense, option gives you as a buyer the right, not the obligation. And option can be also classified into American and European. American option is exercised at any time on and before maturity date, whereas the European option is only exercised on expiration, maturity date. Okay, and ceteris paribus, which one do you think is more valuable in between American and European? It has to be American, right? Because American has more choice of exercising. Here an example of Intel option price. This is a strike price, which is also called exercise price. This is expiration month: October, January, and April. And this is option price. Okay. And current stock price, this is stock option, by the way. When current stock price is 19.55, if you have a right to buy, call gives you as a buyer the right to buy an underlying asset at strike price $15. Okay, then already stock price is 19.56, so this option is going to be really valuable. Okay, and well, we're going to talk a lot. I wanted to, I'm not sure whether I'm going to have to elaborate this example, because this is the first class. I wanted to get some feel for this, call option and put option. How come this put option has very low price here? Because put option gives you as a buyer the right to sell an underlying asset. When underlying asset stock is priced 1956, you don't want to sell it at $15, right? So you don't want to exercise your put option, and that's why this put option is priced low here. Whereas call option is going to be giving you as a buyer the right to buy an underlying asset, so it's more valuable. Okay. And some options are traded on exchange, but the time is getting close to 10 minutes. I'm going to stop here.